you want to fix the fret buzz on your guitar and get into fretwork in general, then you're going to need a fret crowning file, something that'll round off the sides of those frets after you've flattened them off. So today I'm going to cover a few different options, 2 of them homemade, 2 of them that you can buy, all of them very inexpensive. I'll give you a side-by-side comparison of how they work, and I'll link to some videos of how to make them. I'm Dave with Stringing It Together, and let's dive in. Okay, so here's the 4 files that I'm going to be comparing today. This one here is a Stewart MacDonald file, 3-corner file. It probably runs around $45 Canadian. This one here is a homemade version of that, which I have a video which I'll link to at the end. And this one here is a $14 Alibaba purchase, I think. It was about over a decade ago, so I'm not too sure. And this one here is sort of an idea that I stole from a guy named Dan from Guns and Guitars and made it my own, with making it a bit easier to make. So basically the job of the file is going to be the exact same. It's to round off the fret after you've flattened the top by leveling it. So that one has a certain shape, and once you level it off you might have a flat spot on the top. So with the 3-corner file, or the Prism, or this homemade one, you're basically rounding off that shape, and you can customize it any way you want. So that's an advantage of these, is you can do any fret you want. Something like this, which is the most typical file that you could get, has a concave center that hugs the fret like that. So this has a side for medium and has a side for jumbo. But if you're going to do a Taylor style fret, then you would have to find something else. So that just naturally fits the shape of that fret. So it's going to file it down. And I'll show you a side-by-side comparison here. First thing you want to do is, using one of these, put a mark down the middle of your fret, and that will allow you to make sure that you're not taking any material off the top of that fret at that point. So first I'll start off with the Stewart MacDonald 3-corner file here. As you can see, it's got a sort of a smooth edge there, and then the file on the side. So the purpose of that is you can basically run it along your fingerboard without scratching it up. But when you actually start getting down to the nitty-gritty there and rounding it off, you can put a few scratches in there with just the very corner of this. So I do recommend putting either tape or a fret protector down there, fingerboard protector, sorry. So I'll show you quickly the technique with this. Cup it with your fingers like that, put your finger on one of the edges, and the job of this finger is to hug it to the side of the fret, again because you don't want to slip over. So you're not really putting too much pressure on it, you're just kind of, just enough so that it doesn't move. And then once you do a few passes, you want to make sure to clean it off. I have this fancy file cleaner here, but you can use an old toothbrush, whatever. And then you basically just want to go along one side and then the other side, making sure that it's even on both sides, even from here to here. And you do that until you have a nice thin strip in the middle. Make sure to blow it off the fret too. And then you kind of have to use the light sometimes to see, move your head back and forth along the light, and that way you can see that line more clearly. So there's a little strip just at the end here, which is bigger, but other than that, that looks pretty good. Looks a little bit thick on this side, so just a quick little pass. Use your eye, like I mentioned, until that line is nice and straight. So next I'll show you my homemade 3-corner file. So again, the same idea, you have a smooth edge on this side, and put your fret protector down, and this is the exact same technique. Now on this one, this next fret here, I will show you this cheap $14 file. Now this was a file that the guy that taught me how to make guitars bought it for me. He said, here, do 100 fret crowns with this, and then you'll appreciate a good tool after that. I also had the chance of trying a Stewart MacDonald diamond file, which is the same idea as this, and yeah, it's basically like butter, that thing. So I would highly recommend it. The only problem for me was that it was over $200. So for this, you can use the fret protector too, just in case. And you're just going to press it down with your finger on top. Again, clean it off. So for this fret up here, I'm going to use this other homemade file, which is made out of a prism, which has 220 on one side, 320, and then 400. So you're going to take the 220 side, or the 320. If you only need to take off a little bit, then you just use the 320. But this one's fairly flat, so I'm going to use the 220. And you can sort of do the same sort of technique. Try to get my hands out of the way. There, you can still sort of see it that way. And then once you get down to a sort of thinner line, you can switch to the 320. Again, making sure it's in the middle. Oops. I guess you can still see that. So I'll try to give you a little side-by-side comparison here. This one here was done with the 3-corner file from StewMac, and it looks about the same in terms of fret marks as the homemade one here, which is this one. The only difference was the StewMac one was a little bit faster. It took off the material more nicely. And then these two here, so this one was done with the cheap file, and it may be hard to tell, but I don't really like the shape of it. It's sort of flat and then round on the top, whereas the ones with these, you can really customize the shape. And then same with the Prism file here, which is this one. There's no fret marks. It takes a little bit longer is the only downside of it. So another advantage with the Prism file is once you get up to past your body of your guitar, whether electric or acoustic, then the 3-corner file becomes a little bit tricky because you have to work around the body. So there is that rubber protector on there for a reason, but with this file it can actually go a little bit faster up here because you don't have to worry about that. So there you have a quick little demonstration of a few different fret crowning files. All of them are very cheap options, and even if you go with a cheap concave file, you can use this tool to clean up any fret marks, so it gives you some more options there. Let me know which one you like and which one you've had success with in the comments below. I'm curious to know. And if you want to dive deeper into fretwork, then download my free mini course down below, Foolproof Fretwork, specifically designed for someone who's never done it before and they don't want to screw up their precious guitar. So it'll cover start to finish, assessing your neck and your frets, your fingerboard, seating them down properly, and leveling and crowning them in a way that's easy to do. Stay tuned next week, and I'll see you there.